Yeah. She's Rick the critic, 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 Rick the critic. When she come into your place, yo, you best not forget it. She gon' tell you how it is, cause she's Rick the critic. When she all up in your city, yo, you best not forget it. Let you know if she like it and if she get with it. Let the whole world know and be the first to admit it. Let you know if it's good and if she dig it, cause she's Rick the critic, Rick the critic, Rick the critic, Rick the critic. She the first to admit it if she can't dig it, cause she's Rick the critic, Rick.
Hi, and happy holidays to you. I'm Rick the critic, and today I have with me my two grandchildren, Josiah Lucas and Jair Lucas, and we're going to be talking about a lot of things today. You guys want to say hi?
Hi.
They're not camera shy. So now listen, I've got some questions. We talked earlier about some things that are going on with you guys as far as your Christmas and what you guys were going to do as far as giving and how your Christmas is going to be. Have you guys made any New Year promises? Have you made any promises that you're going to do, things you're going to do better for next year, things you're going to do that'll make life easier for you? I mean, what are your plans?
Well, it is kind of easier for me right now, and I don't think I have any plans.
Okay, so what do you want to be when you grow up?
Probably an artist.
Okay. And Josiah, what was your ambition? What do you want to be?
Someone who makes video games.
You want to make videos? Oh, that's
Video
good.
games.
Oh, video games.
You know,
Oh.
like those people that work on computers and they do video games and create them.
You like the video games?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. She wants you to share whatever it is that you have. Just share. She's going to keep on holding her hand out until you share. So we know how Pooh is. Share. All right. So now, that's what I wanted to ask you guys about. Did you guys see the elections?
What elections?
The presidential election.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You didn't see it?
I was
We
asleep.
both saw it.
You did see it? Where were you when you saw it?
In the car asleep.
We were voting. Actually, I went voting. Jared was asleep. We were all going to experience
I wasn't
what
asleep.
voting was like,
Yes.
but she was asleep. So me and Mama were there.
Okay. And so you got a chance to experience what voting is like.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
and
like how
so-
she got to experience Christmas carolers.
Okay, so that was your first time seeing that. So what do you think about that? What was your feeling about going to vote?
Well, I like going to vote.
And how many people were there when you went
It was
there?
a lot of people.
Thousands.
Jair, you
almost.
haven't seen them. It was
How many
a
people?
lot of people.
Barack Obama.
You were asleep at Jair. How many people were there, Josiah?
There was like a lot. It was a long line. But it wasn't like going out the door. It was going straight. They had a couch and stuff.
The door wasn't
Yeah.
open. It was closed.
It was open.
Oh, really?
No, it was open. But we would go in. It was like by a church. We would go in. We went in and we just started waiting in line. We looked. We waited.
So you guys
for a
went
long
after
time.
Mommy came from work.
Yes. Wait, no, we didn't go after Mommy came from work. I think
After
we
the
weren't
Boys
even.
and Girls Club.
Yeah, after Boys and Girls Club, we
Oh,
went
okay.
there. Because we were.
Okay.
That's when we were at our old house.
Oh, okay.
So we were heading home.
So what did you think?
Well,
I'm saying when you saw the elections, what did you think?
I
think
really
it was
thought
pretty
that
cool.
Barack Obama was going to win.
Okay, and
Yeah,
what do you
he
think
had-
about
he had a
what do you
lot of
think about Barack Obama?
I think that he's a
smart.
nice
He's
man to
intelligent.
run our country.
I think he knows what he's doing. I think John McCain would have made it just so it wasn't fair. And Barack Obama would probably make it where it's fair and even. And I think that's really why I like him.
Okay, and so you feel like, and did you listen to any of his speeches?
I
On
haven't.
television?
No, I just.
So
wanted
how
to
do you
hear him.
know? So how do you know if you like him?
And I watched the TV channel. He's.
That's what I just asked you.
Josh,
So
it
what
means
you
do
hear?
you hear
That's
his
what
Oh yes,
speeches?
saying.
I've heard him on the TV.
Okay, what did he say that
Hey,
made
he
you
would
like
say,
him?
I well,
Like it's
what made
Wait a
when
minute,
they
one
said
time,
vote,
one person at a time.
vote yes and Proposition 8. He said no, that's not fair. We have
'Cause-
the rights to do what we want to do in this country and have the
Because
rights just like other people have the rights to do whatever they're going to do.
Our mom
So
told
vote no on Prop 8 so that they can have what they want. Everybody has what they want.
And
It's not like you're the boss of it.
our mom told us, because remember, some people couldn't, back in the day, they couldn't marry white people. They couldn't marry, even blacks could marry blacks, and whites could marry whites. There
But they
wasn't
wanna
no
switch
black
up.
could marry white. So she said, if people that are, you know, use that word, that people that are that, then they're like that. We don't have a right to tell them what to do or who they're gonna marry. And what I liked about what got me into Barack Obama is he says anything we do, we will succeed, and whatever we do, we will succeed.
Okay, so, and when you think of succession and you think of succeeding, and he says anything, so what you're saying is that you believe wholeheartedly that this man is going to do
What he
said he's going to do.
Yeah, I believe him.
Why?
because
Is it
he
because of the way he looks? Is it because of the things he says?
The thing
Is
that
it
he
because
says gets me up on it, and I think I can believe him because I know he's a good man. Thumbs up. I don't put it down. Thumbs down. But I bet if McCain would rule our country, he would probably go, "Oh, vote yes on Prop 8, and they shouldn't have the rights. It's our country, and I'm president, and they shouldn't have all those rights to do that stuff. It's not acceptable. Vote yes." And Obama would say, vote no on Prop 8. Everybody needs to have the rights. Not you can't do it. You can do it.
So what you think and what you're saying is that it could start off like okay,
McCain
vote
had
no, like okay, vote no, and if you vote no on it, that means people lose their rights.
Well-
And what you're saying is that you don't think it'll just stop there. That it could be the rights
Because
of
they've been
anything
doing
else.
that
There'll be-
since back in the old years, they've been doing that. And they didn't care. Now they want to bring it up all of a sudden. It's been happening. So why right now you just want to bring it up?
Well-
you could have brought that up like back there.
I thought,
Not right now. You're just going to start.
well,
We have a situation, and it happened back then, and you were concerned about it. So now you want to get all focused on that.
I thought any
So
president.
you're saying that focus when you say that it happened back then, what are you saying happened back
I'm
then?
saying that if it happens like
If
in
what
these
happened?
days, if
Right.
like if any trouble happens and it's not in the back then because you didn't take care of it, you should take care of it right now. But if it's back there and you're just starting to take care of it right now, that's not such a good idea. Because that's been happening.
Okay, and what do you think, Josiah?
Well, I think any president would have did a good job, and that's what I thought. Any president would have did a good job, but I voted for Barack Obama because he was doing the right thing. But I thought McCain was gonna do the right thing, and he would have done the right thing. But I wasn't really into like saying, oh, he's gonna win and I'm gonna stick with him because I want to stick with him with the low race. I was depending on any one of them, whoever became president. And
so it wasn't because
it wasn't because of their work. It was because of Barack Obama and their words. But still, he could have changed a lot of stuff that we
really
didn't want it,
wanted.
that we would have wanted too. But
could have changed
with her
Christmas.
stuff, with what she's saying, I believed in both of them. I didn't really care who became president. It's just I chose one, but I really knew that whoever won, I didn't really care.
Unless
So
they
I
do
just
Okay,
something
so
that
but you
we want.
gotta care, Joe, because
I care
you gotta
because I
care.
know.
Let me talk to Josiah.
I chose mine.
But I'm saying you gotta care, Joe, because it's
I really
about your future.
I would really want it to be Barack Obama, and I did want it to be Barack Obama, and I'm glad that he won. I really wanted him to be president, so I chose him.
Okay.
And I said, I don't care if he becomes president. I just want really Barack Obama to become president, because he might make some changes too, but I want Barack Obama. So when he won, then I was cheerful, and if he would have won, I wouldn't have really cared. But I would care if Barack Obama won.
Okay, so let me ask you this: if Barack Obama, he has a 4-year term. After 4 years, when 4 years are up, if he called you and Jair and said, "Listen, I need you guys to come and pass out flyers because I want to run for president for 4 more years," would you do it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so you believe in change. Change is what
I
you
want
said.
change
You
in
want
this.
change. And what kind of change do you want, Jair?
I want it so that people can have the rights to do what they want and not be told, not be beaten up, and have the rights to do what they need to do. And I really don't really care if they say no to stuff that they should say no to. Like if they say no wearing shoes to this place, no wearing flip-flops in the gym to this place. Like, that's not right. We can wear flip-flops if we want. Like, you don't have the right to tell
But-
us what shoes to wear and what stuff to do and what clothes to wear.
But they could tell us that, like schools and stuff, because it's for a reason. Like the Boys and Girls Club says,
Get hurt.
don't wear flip-flops
in the gym.
in the gym, or don't wear flip-flops at all, because if you're running, your toes could get messed up. People could step on your toes. It's a lot of kids there.
But I mean, like, you can't boss your clothes, no wearing shorts. You can fall and scrape your knee. Like, that's not right. If
But-
we're not running, we can't scrape our knees, but we can wear what we want to wear. It's not like your parents don't put those shirts on. You have to go change right now. Like, we need to have the rights to do what we want. Like, it's our bodies. If we be bad, that's what we choose to do. If we be good, we choose that. It's not like, okay, you be good, and then we be good. We choose our things. If they say be good and we be bad, that's our
Responsibility.
responsibility. That's what we
We
do.
have to take actions.
Okay,
for what we did.
so you guys feel like change. That's the thing that got you. The thing that he's gonna make change. So you believe this. You believe he's gonna make change. I believe he's a good person for the job, and I think that change is gonna be very good because I think that we need change.
I think
And-
that we need change in a lot of things.
I
Sure.
think too.
All of the things that, like, I bet stuff that we really need change on, he would do that so we get change, like a lot of change.
And you know what?
The stuff that we really need, and the things that we don't really need, like Christmas. If he was to change Christmas, if we didn't need that to be changed, why would he change it? We need, like, some stuff we really do need change,
Like
and I bet he's gonna do what we
Bringing
really
used
need
couches
change.
into stores.
Cause I
We
bet
need to have new couches.
I bet that he grew
That's
up
called a
with
thrift store.
Well, I think he grew up the same thing we did. I think he was a little kid and he decided he wanted to vote for president, run for president, and he had some stuff planned in already because he's been through life as a little kid and has been growing up and he saw some changes. And I bet other people wanted these changes, so when he grew up, he ran for president, and he's now going to make those changes.
I know another person who
Did
wants to
you
be
feel
president.
the next day, like after the election, I went to the store and I met with your mother. We had breakfast, and at the store, I couldn't find a newspaper with it. It was like this historical thing. It was like, Barack Obama running for president, and he's the first African American president. And I love the fact that he's an African American, but him being an African American is not solely the reason that he won. He won because he's the best person for the job.
Yeah.
I know a
And he's gonna
person
get the job done.
who's a kid who wants to grow up to be president.
Who?
My brother.
Oh, that's good.
He was
And he'd make a handsome president, and I'm not just saying
He
it because he's my grandson.
he was in the house and Mom was saying, "Oh, you like Barack Obama and stuff," and then he was like, "Oh, I love Barack Obama, and I want to grow up to be a president." And she was like, "Yeah, but you gotta have certain things to do that. You gotta have it planned, and have your stuff all together." And not just running around all cuckoo and doing the wrong stuff, like what you just said, taking away Christmas. If you're cuckoo in life and you be president, you're going to probably take away Christmas, Thanksgiving, take away all those things.
That would be big change, right, Josiah? That'd be
Big
that'd be big change.
But I wouldn't
no
do that.
Christmas, no holidays, nothing.
I wouldn't
Not
do that.
Hanukkah. Like, you gotta be standing up for this, not cuckoo, bro. You gotta be happy. You gotta know what you're doing.
Yeah.
What
You
you're
gotta
supposed
be
to do now. Like, you don't have a person right beside you who can ask what to do. You have to know what to do. Like, if you don't pay attention in class, you don't know how to read. When they give you a thing to sign, and you're like, ma, what does it say? They're not going to read it to you. You have to know how to read it and sign it. And what if you don't learn how to write neat when you're in school? You'll be writing like,
So
You're
that's
writing-
so that's the change.
That's why
I
you
don't
need to
write.
pay
I don't
attention.
write
Okay.
neat, so she's trying to bring that
All
up.
you have to do is keep practicing.
Well, I do.
Nobody
I
starts
do
off-
practice.
No one starts off writing neat.
And
I
no
do
one
practice,
is perfect
but
in this
she-
world. Nobody.
No one is perfect except for.
God.
That's right. Jesus was
He's
very perfect.
perfect.
Jesus was perfect.
And another thing I need is that, and when you become a president, you have to be standing up for this. You can't be lazy, like when you're supposed to be talking, you can't fall asleep. You have to talk. Now, I don't know what to say. You're just standing there, and all the people are waiting for you, cheering for you, and you're like, well, I have to say that you're looking around, you can't know what you're going to say. You have to have all that planned. You have to know how to read. You have to know all your stuff. You have to know your timetables, your classes, your takeaways, your divided
This is
bys.
the same thing that we do in school
You have to know.
every day.
You have to learn.
The same
You have to
thing.
pay attention.
The same
What do
thing.
you do in school every day? What do you
Every
say?
day, we get up in the morning, get dressed, head for school. Head for school, get in the class. When I get in the class, take out my book, then start writing sentences and pick commas where they are. We do our multiplication facts. This is all the stuff we learn in school in real life. So we're going to learn all this in school and then take it out in the real world and use it.
Okay.
And
So school is important.
yes, and another thing that I want to say is that when you start something, you finish it. Because, kids in my class would start a paragraph, and my teacher said, you want to do art, and do art with me,
Right.
or do a graph with Michelle. And so Michelle was over there waiting, and then, I think her name was Sabin. Sabin went over there to do graphs. And she was writing graphs. She was like, no, I'm going to go with Miss Sam to do it. You started that. You finished that. And then she started doing it, and then she wrote all sloppy and was going like that, like this, and was doing all that stuff. And she came over to Miss Elm, and she said, you need to come over here and write this. And then she came back over there, and I was like, I don't want to do graphs. I don't want to do this. And then Michelle was like, you better finish this. You started this, you finished this. So she gave her a new paper, and she just wrote I on it. And she went to Miss Elm. She was like, you better come over here and do this paper. So she erased it and started doing the paper. When she was done, she had to sit down for recess at the bench, because you start something, you finish it. If you start president, you don't go, I don't want to be president anymore.
And
You start president, you do president.
That's right.
For one day, you vote and you get elected. Oh yeah, everybody, yeah.
next
And
day,
then the next
I
day,
was
when they
president.
tell you to sign something, or I can't read.
don't
Can
wanna be
Can I have a assistant? I have business to take care, and never come back. And then and then they find out your records that you moved to another state or to another country.
Yeah, that could be.
They'll be like, oh, then he didn't want to be president.
I get that. I
So
get
they
that.
can
Like,
take the
sometimes
assistant
they get-
president, and she could be president. Whoever was his assistant could be president.
And like sometimes I know it's kind of hard, but we're working a job in Pasadena, right?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you don't have nowhere to go. You have a junky ass, and you have to move to Hawaii. And you're all like, oh, I'm gonna start my job. I get that, but if you're starting something, you walk away and don't finish it, like I don't get that. Like if you have to move somewhere, I would get that, wouldn't you?
Yes, I
would
think
get
I
that.
would.
Like if you were working at a job in Pasadena and then you don't have nowhere else to go and you have to go back to Colorado where you used to live, you gotta get, I forgot I was present. I can get that. I would understand that, but if you are writing something or signing something and you're, I don't want to do it anymore, and you go somewhere else, like, I don't get that.
Me either. I don't usually do that. I usually start something, finish it, then move on.
So you do put closure on everything.
Yeah, and when she was done with her paragraph, she said that was good. But guess she wrote, and she didn't know this. She thought it was cursive. She just
Okay,
wrote
we're getting
waves.
down to movies and stuff, so let's talk about some movies. And before you guys talk, I want to say a couple of things to readers before we start talking about the good movies for this year. I got something in the mail from, and this is from the County of Los Angeles Claims Administrator. And I don't know if everyone meant, and a class action suit for your legal rights in about, oh gosh, let me see what it is. It's about our utility bills. We paid too much money, we paid an excessive amount of money in utility bills between 2004 and 2008. And so now they're trying to settle it in court with the utilities. And let's see, I'm trying to give you some information here where you can send off. If you have not received this in the mail, you need to receive this, and I don't know if it's going to knock off any money, but it's a class action suit, and they have one, and they're not going to appeal it, and so there will be something coming out pretty soon.
Well,
Okay, it says, please do not contact the court for information. All questions about this notice of the class action should be directed to Class Action Counsel or the claim administrator, and the toll-free number is 1-866-783-5877. That's 1-866-783-5877. And again, this is a class action suit that is for everyone or anyone in LA County that has paid utility bills, whether it be water, gas, lights, or what have you, from November 2004 up until now 2008. So if you missed that information, call the station, and I'll leave this little booklet in case you just haven't gotten it. But if you are a LA County resident, then this information is for you. I want to talk briefly a couple of things. I want to talk about Pasadena Sandwich Company today. If you get a chance, you guys, tell Steve that Rick the Critic sent you over there. Go by, get some sandwiches. Wonderful, wonderful guy. Does a lot of food giveaways during this time of the year, Thanksgiving, and also Christmas. So go by, see him. Every penny that you give him, believe me, at least a third of it goes back into the community, if not more. Really, really special person. And this holiday, I want you to think about not just receiving. Every year, the children, and I'm talking to my children, my grandchildren now about giving and receiving. And this year, there are just so many people that are without jobs. There are so many people that have lost loved ones. This is a very tough time of year for quite a few people. And this year, I think that we should be just more understanding, and not so much as the let's go buy. So while we're out this year at this season, when we go to the stores to pick up things, you think about your neighbor next door. Think about the person at church. Think about the person at work. And even though people don't oftentimes say things to you about they're going through some things, you can tell when people are going through things. Some people don't say anything. A lot of people do not have jobs and do not. So if you have a chance to write a check, if you have a chance just to give a little something, even if you make a fruit cake and you make some for the job or whatever. Show an act of kindness this year. Sometimes all people need is just an act of kindness, just to say, hey, I'm thinking about you. This time of year is a time of year where some people are alone. Hey, if you have a big enough space and you just have a little bit of food, Jesus fed a multitude of people with 5 fish and 5 loaves. So we too can be generous. This is a time of year for us to open up our hearts and do some wonderful things for Jesus. Jesus is the reason for the season. It is his birthday. Happy birthday, Jesus. And I want everyone, whether it be Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Christianity, Protestant, Methodist, everyone, just enjoy the holiday. We've all suffered in the last few years. We have people over, our troops over in Iraq. They haven't come home, and some have. If you got one, if you know one, send something. We've had some hurricanes. We've had some fires. We've had a lot of disasters.
Tornadoes.
We've really suffered a lot this year. So when you're out shopping and thinking about buying that big PSP, or what is that? What is that, Josiah? That PSP?
That DS.
Or that Xbox 360
DS.
that costs $300, or that PlayStation Mini, and all those wonderful, wonderful toys. Yeah, they are nice, but you know what? Let's kind of think about the other person this year. Maybe instead of buying that Xbox 360, we might want to consider buying something for someone else. Maybe a nice meal, or maybe food for them to have a nice Christmas dinner. Let's not be selfish. Let's be very giving. We are very giving people. We give to other countries all the time. And this is a time for us to start at home. It starts here at home. Let's bring some things back home. Knock on the door. If you don't know who your neighbor is, hey, maybe this is the time of year to knock on the door and see. They might need just a hello, a goodbye, or a Merry Christmas. Listen, we're running out of time. I'm Rick the Critic. That's Jair Lucas.
Hi.
That's Josiah Lucas.
Hi.
This is my family and my grandkids. My other grandkids and my other granddaughter is in Las Vegas, so we're really missing her if she were here. So hopefully we'll get a chance to see her. But thank you so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
She's Rick, the critic, 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 Rick, the critic. When she come into your place, yo, you best not forget it. She gon' tell you how it is, cause she's Rick, the critic. When she all up in your city, yo, you best not forget it. Let you know if she like it, and if she get with it, let the whole world know and be the first to admit it. Let you know if it's good and if she dig it, cause she's Rick, the critic. Rick, the critic, Rick, the critic, Rick, the critic. She the first to admit it if she can't dig it, cause she's Rick, the critic, 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 Rick.